Now, I could have went ahead and mashed on him. No, I'm not mashed on. What's wrong with you? You just hit me in my motherfucking mouth. So, man, I raised up. I put the last 11 bullets in him. I pulled the trigger till it clicked.
Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to another episode of
I said, he gonna tell. I said, so I'm probably finna have to kill this nigga. So I jumped back in the car, but I sat behind him this time. Because there wasn't no need sitting behind Keemon, he gone. You know, he been expired for about a good 15, 20 minutes. So it wasn't no need. He can't do nothing. And if he did, it would have been the apocalypse of the zombies. You know, so we ride. So, you know, we get on back to Turl. You know, he turned back around and get back on 20. So we exit Rose Hill Road. Now, a lot of y'all that know about Rose Hill Road, y'all know the stories about Rose Hill Road back in the day. You know, yeah, that shit was true. And unfortunately, I was a part of some of that. They was always finding bodies and stuff out there on Rose Hill Road. So basically, we pulled up to the little electric site. You know, when your power and stuff go off in the city, and then the electric people go to the grid to work on it. Well, this is what a grid was. But it was a trail that led all the way back off into the woods, and it was this pond. So you can tell that a lot of people come out there and dump stuff, or, you know, they come out there and, you know, have some privacy or whatever the case may be. So, you know, I hop out the truck and I got the pistol on my side, you know, because I'm trying to see what this nigga really finna do. He really jumps out of the car. He's still crying. Run around to the thing, open up the passenger side seat, and we need to get him out and we need to just put him somewhere. I said, say, man, I ain't doing all that. I said, drop his ass off right here. You know, but he wanted to put him somewhere. So, you know, I grabbed him by the feet because I wasn't touching his bloody clothes. You know, so I grabbed him by the feet and he got him in the body, you know, so we dragged him by the little pond and we lay him down. So, you know, I'm turning around to walk off and this fool say, we need to try to bury him. I turn around, I say, do what? He said, we need to try to bury him. I said, nigga, you bury him. I said, I ain't doing all that. I said, I didn't come out. I said, all right, let me calm down. I said, he just scared. That's what I'm thinking. He just scared. I said, look, man, I'm not finna bury him. I'm not finna do that. You want to do that? You spend this time out here and do that. So I'm turning around, walking off. This joker walks up on me and grabbed me by the shoulder, and I had a white t-shirt on. Now I got this nigga blood on my shirt. So now I'm thinking he did that on purpose. I looked at my shirt, I looked at him, and I pushed him. I said, bitch ass nigga, and he stole me. Bah! Now, I could have went ahead and mashed on him. No, I'm not mashed on. What's wrong with you? You just hit me in my motherfucking mouth? So, man, I raised up, I put the last 11 bullets in him. I pulled the trigger till it clicked, till a hammer locked back. And I didn't wait to see, did he die? I walked over to the truck, got in the truck, pulled off, and I drove off. And this is what a lot of y'all been waiting for. I drove that truck to Wheels Point. So, you know, the person in my comment wanted to start hearing a little bit of Wheels Point stuff. That's why I drove the truck at. Y'all know about this. I drove the truck to Wheels Point. I went to the gas station. I had $15 in my name. I went to go pay for the gas. I sprayed a little bit in the back seat, and then I put the rest in the truck to make it to where I was going to take it to in the point. So, you know, I ended up finding an abandoned road where it didn't look like it was really no activity. You know, like a couple of trailer houses or whatnot. And I ended up setting the truck on fire. When I set the truck on fire, I took my shirt off and threw my shirt because, yeah, I was sexy then. You know, I threw my shirt in the truck and I took out walking, you know, back to the nearest gas station. When I made it to the gas station, I picked up the payphone, you know, and that was about $3 to make this call. I picked up the payphone, called one of my partners to swing through and come get me. And they swung through and come get me. And I shot back to my mama's crib.
Big Nori, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about the guys that you done killed?
I don't think about nobody. Not them anyway. I don't think about them. I only thought about that one. Everybody else, I don't think about them. You know why? I don't think about them because they cross me in some type of way. They cross me in some type of manner. And I know once again, a lot of y'all gonna be like, man, he hating. He this, he that, he mad because his gal got smashed. Hey, him being my best friend growing up is just like me walking in the room. Just hearing about it is like me walking in the room. I'm gone. Let's say I was at work and I'm at work working 12 hours and I'm letting her sit up at the house and be pretty. And I come in the house and her cheeks in the air and he clapping. So it was just like he might as well have done it in front of me. So he crossed me. Best friend or not. Loyalty before dishonor. Death before dishonor. And he did both. So he got death.
Big Nudie, I guess one of the biggest questions is, the people are going to want to know, do you still got that killer instinct inside of you?
Man, I know I got it. I know I got it. I would have killed the nigga behind my door if they wasn't hiding him real good. I would have killed that nigga behind my door.
See, now, of all the times that, you shared your story, and I'm grateful that you decided to come on the Donta Show Network and share your story. But through all the times that, you talked about how you took people's lives, the only time that it seemed like you would have did it on a righteous call or would make sense. Not saying that it didn't make sense for what you would have did. I personally wouldn't have did it, but the only time would seem to make sense to do that, to take somebody's life, and when the guy violated your daughter. Now I totally understand that. It's just I'm trying to comprehend, you taking a guy's life because you're not even with the girl now. You know what I mean? So it's like, that was how many years ago? That about 20, 25 years or something like that ago.
Yep, it was in 98. It was back
Okay.
in 98, 99.
So it's like, that's why I wonder, like, even now, because I could tell that even though you got older, it seems like I'm gonna be real. If I was your friend, I would be really weary to be around you. You know what I mean? Because
And I'll say fuck him and you're a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna say it because I mean it when I say it. I'm not playing with you. I'm not tapping on your booty and calling you a bitch. You're a bitch ass nigga if you scared. What you scared for? What you hide?
no, I'm saying, do you got any friends that be around you now?
I got a home girl.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering, should she be worried? Have you ever bodied a female before? I'm just, I'm just, you know, I'm just, I'm just curious because you know what this sound like. It's like you are very unhinged, and I'm gonna be real with you. I would never want to be around you, and I'm glad that we doing this over the internet because I think I would have to hire, armed security, you know, when we around each
Oh,
other.
oh, not big bad Dante. Not big Dante run up in the cell and knife for the raw people. Oh, I know you ain't scared. I know you ain't weird. I know
No,
you ain't got the boys watching your back. No,
no,
it'll be the same. It'll be the same. But see, back in the day, it just depended on what type of nigga you was. Cause
Yeah, I mean,
it was only certain niggas that I hung around with, but I thought he was solid.
mm. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, with your way of thinking, I get it. I get it. The guy slept with your girl that you was in love with that you don't even talk to today. So I get it. There was reasons why you did it, but I believe that there's different levels to handle situations, and it's like you go to 0 to 1,000,000,000. There's no middle ground with you. It's like that's why I said, like, why didn't you like punch on them or try to choke them out instead of just grabbing a gun and
Because it was already accessible. It was right there, laying across my lap, and he was in the front seat.
mm,
I ain't finna try to reach around there and do all that. And he wasn't gonna get out and catch the paint with me. He wasn't gonna do that. And then let me tell y'all, let me show you. Even though I still think to this day, she a disloyal ass bitch. But the mother, she came to me and said, I'm gonna testify and say he raped me.
oh, you?
Nah, the girl, the boy, she was gonna say that he raped her so I could get out.
Oh, wow. That just took a crazy turn right there. I wasn't expecting to hear that. And
No, because she said she already knew that it was me that did it because Trail had picked me up when we was getting into it.
yeah,
So she already had knew it. So when it hit town, because they didn't find him until about a week or two later, they found him.
mm,
And of course, when they found him, where he looked like he been gone, you know how the coroners can tell you how long a nigga been stiffed out.
yeah.
So when it did that, she just kind of had already figured it. Like, man, I know Nooney didn't do this. I know he did.
Well, do you think that she said that she was going to say that because she thought that maybe you was going to come after her?
Yeah, that's exactly why she did it. That's exactly why she did it.
Oh,
But it's crazy because at that time I wasn't even thinking she knew.
mm,
But that's what she thought. He killed both of his friends, both of them. And
jeez,
I
no.
know it's about because she had a slick mile, so I could imagine that she was thinking to herself, "I was some pussy. I know it was on some pussy. I told him I'm sorry. I wouldn't do it no more." That don't hold water with me. If you do it once, you will do it again. And like I said, y'all, it wasn't my intentions to do it. I just didn't know he was gonna take it that far. So fuck him.
I'm going to be real with you, Nooney. You know, back in my younger days, I would say that being in prison, right? I say, man, nobody should be in prison because I was in there. But when I got out and I reflected and looked back at my life, I deserved to be in prison for everything that I did up until that point when they locked me up. And now that I'm out and I try to spread awareness about, the dangers of the hood and the streets and committing crimes and you end up in prison. I'm gonna be real with you, Noni. I honestly think that you should have never got out, and you need to be in prison because it's attention for all my book readers out there that can appreciate a good read. Make sure you check out this phenomenal read called Long Winded. It's action packed and full of mystery and twists and turns. To get your copy, make sure you click on the link that's pinned at the top of the comment section. Contact me for promotions. It seems like there's just a matter of time where you're going to snap again, and we're going to be talking about the next body on the interview. Have
He
you ever
did.
Have you ever
He
seen?
did. You
Huh?
talking about I deserve to be in prison. Every police officer that picked up a gun and murdered somebody deserved to be in prison. Every armed soldier that went overseas to kill people that ain't got nothing to do with us, they deserve to be locked up too then if that's the case. And this ain't no disrespect to Be Humble or anybody else that have served in the armed forces. If that logic goes for me, then it goes for them too. Because they was literally over there murdering people that didn't have nothing to do with nothing that we had going on over here. So what you mean?
We're going to leave that. That's why I don't really like to interject my personal opinion on things. And it's just opinion. So we'll leave that to the audience. I mean, because you make a good point. You make a good point as far as the armed services, but we know what that's about. But it sounds like you using that as an excuse for what you did.
Well, hey, government conspiracy. It was a government conspiracy then. This nigga slept with the president's wife, and the president had to do it. Point blank
Yeah.
period. His homeboy would have kept his hands to himself, and he might would have still been all right now. He might would have been hurt real bad, but he might would have been all right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, I think that you still got it in you. I still think I totally still believe that you need to be locked up still because you are a danger to society and to yourself and others. And that's just my opinion because I've been in the terror dome and I ran across many guys like you and I used to sit back and think to myself like, man, if this guy ever get out of prison, he coming back. He gonna wreak havoc on the world. And I'm glad this guy got a life sentence. And there's no disrespect to you. You just one of them guys that that I seen and lock up that I said I hope this guy never get out because I know what he's going to do. If he don't do it as soon as he get out, eventually he's going to do it. You're like a Michael Myers, or like a Jason Voorhees. And I just feel like that's just my opinion. Just my opinion.
It's loops and cracks and everything. You got people that's finna be put on death row and can figure out ways to free themselves. So it's loops and cracks in everything. Everything.
You
Maybe I'm
remind
a little mental. Maybe I'm a little mental. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm
you
a little mental.
you remind me of that guy in Detroit, the dude Nate Boone. That got on the internet bragging about catching all them bodies back in the 70s and the 80s or whatever. And that's who you remind me of, Nate Boone. But worse, way worse. You make Nate Boone's story look like a Dr. Seuss book. And I'm gonna be real with you. Um, I think that you should have never got out, especially on that technicality. I think they should have locked your ass up and threw away the key. And that's coming from a place of me being locked up with guys like you. Because I don't think like you can be rehabilitated. I don't see you being rehabilitated. I see you being exactly who you are, and you are a killer.
Then let's say this then. Y'all think I should be locked up? All y'all think I should be locked up? Well, let me tell you this. Y'all go dig the nigga up who pistol that I was using that had all them bodies on that pistol. And when they locked me up, I stayed solid. I didn't tell nothing. I didn't say nothing. This nigga get into a shootout with the laws, get killed, and they go in there and find the bullets that was in the gun that I used. They found his fingerprints, and the nigga was recording the people that he was killing.
But that doesn't justify what you did. And I get it. I get it. I get it. We'll probably never understand. And I'm not trying to offend you in any type of way. But you know, you already said that you don't feel bad for what you
They
did.
can't go back on the case though. That's the point. And guess what? So when they found out everything, all of the bodies that they put on me, they put it on him. A year later, they was opening them doors, letting me out.
Yeah.
So blame the system. The system was messed up anyway.
Oh.
Man. And then you sit over here laughing. And then I bet all y'all laughing in the corner like, Donta ain't funny. Donta, this shit ain't funny.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing because of the situation. I'm laughing. I'm not even laughing. I just find it real humorous how, I could go out there and rob somebody and don't even use a gun and get 5 to 10 years, but you done took so many lives. You done snatched so many souls off this earth, off this planet, and you don't even got to do 10 years, and you get walked right out the door. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm laughing about, because you are right. The justice system is flawed like a mug. You can take human life, many lives, and do less than 10 years, but I steal a car and I get 12 years. You got to make that make sense. So I'm not laughing at your situation.
Hey, it's just like I told you. If he wasn't riding around, because the dude I got the pistol from, that was the murderer too. So I always wore gloves. You could never find gunpowder residue on me in no type of way. No type of way. But I just stayed solid. And I didn't tell. I didn't say, oh man, I got that pistol for Bill Joe. I didn't ever say that. So when he finally got into it with the police and they shot and killed his ignorant tail, and they started finding the evidence, it didn't take a rocket scientist to start putting it all together. So they was like, he had to not done this. Now they do all of them.
Okay, well, I think that we should wrap it up right there. Everybody, Big Noonie has a prison channel where he tell his prison stories, which is called Big Noonie 2 Prison Stories, and I'll have the link pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to him, because he has a lot of prison stories over there. I think he got about 48,000 followers over there.
Yep, so 48.3.
48.3 thousand followers over there. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and check them out. And with that, Big Noonie, do you have anything to say?
Hey man, what I want y'all to really do when y'all finish, laughing at Donta and stuff and thinking this is a game, just in case they try to revisit anything because of this situation right here, y'all need to hit that cash out up so I can have some lawyer money.
Okay.
So y'all make sure y'all do that for me. When y'all find the time to wipe the tears from your eyes from falling on the floor laughing at this fool for trying to make it like this is a joke. That was my girl. I loved her. Y'all hit that cash out for me.
I was not laughing at that situation. I found it despicable for you to take a man's life over a chick that you're not even with now. But I digress. Attention for all my book readers out there that can appreciate a good read. Make sure you check out this phenomenal read called Long-Winded. It's action-packed and full of mystery and twists and turns. To get your copy, make sure you click on the link that's pinned at the top of the comment section. Contact me for promotions.